what's going on, everybody? Rick here, and I'm just finishing up my day at Universal Studios Florida, giving you updates, trying some new food, and there's a couple things I had to explain a little deeper than past videos. But before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go back to the start of my day and see how it all went down. Just a few days before Christmas, a lot of people having some theme park fun today. And here is what the Rip Ride Rocket replacement project is looking like for this week. We see a lot of concrete footers. You know, this is going to take up a lot of footprint visible from City Walk. Might even become iconic one day. It'll be vertical next year. That'll be exciting. Recording this on December 22nd. Yes, I still have some Christmas shopping to do, but I still have time. I work well under pressure. That's what I keep telling myself. The 2-park Unlimited Express Pass is sold out for today, but the limited one, which is one time per use at both theme parks for the rides, is $364. This is the second time I've checked this week and they've been sold out of the Unlimited. I guess the moral of the story is, if you're visiting this time of year and you want the Unlimited Express Pass, better buy that online in advance. Another thing I would like to note about this time of year, I'm always telling you that Christmas time is the busiest time of year, but let me be a little more specific. So we have Christmas Day, a week before Christmas Day, a week after Christmas Day. I think the week after Christmas Day is busier than the week before. Kind of makes logical sense, right? You know, you have family obligations, Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas parties, you know, buying groceries for your dinners and buying presents. After Christmas Day, all the obligations are done. People are just in the theme parks having fun. So for those reasons, I think the week after Christmas, a little more busy than the week before, though both weeks are very busy. There are 10 showings of the Bourne Stuntacular. That's a lot of shows. Not too many people in line for the crepes. It is early, but you know, I think a good breakfast crepe would be the strawberry hazelnut or the lemon blueberry. Like, I think those are better options for a breakfast crepe than, say, the brisket crepe. So we saw in the last live stream that the Imagination Cafe has reopened. Let's go there now. See if it's open now so I can show you what they've done and how they changed the menu slightly. Nope, it's not open yet. Basically, they changed the tile, the counters, the backsplash, and they added a couple of new, just a couple new food items. I will try to make my way back here later on before the video ends. Do or do not. There is no try. I will come back. I'll come back here after it's opened up for today and we'll try one of the new items. I promise. Inside of DreamWorks Land, the Troller Coaster. One of only 2 outdoor rides here. If you can name the other outdoor ride at Universal Studios Florida, just this theme park, I will reply to your comment with a gold star. The weather in Orlando this December 22nd, blue skies and sun with a high of 77 degrees. I'm feeling pretty confident that the Dufftoberfest beer is going to last all the way until the new year. Stay tuned. I'll let you know when we run out. Over here by the Simpsons ride, see that table right there? It's an opportunity to write a holiday message to the Simpsons. I've never seen them do that before. Oh yeah, MIB. I really should explain something a little further to you guys. Let's get over here for a minute. I sort of mentioned this in the last video, that it had been closed unexpectedly for a while. Well, after that video, it did reopen. I think it reopened later in the day that I informed you that it was closed. But I need to explain myself a little further. You see, in that last update video, I didn't come right out and say exactly why the ride was closed. I dropped what I thought was some pretty big hints. It was an electrical issue. That's why I said, oh, people are gonna be shocked when they show up and see it's not open. It's shocking that it is closed. I think most of you figured out that it was an electrical issue, but just in case you didn't, I was just trying to be clever in explaining the closure. An electrical issue, which is fixed now. It's open for everyone to enjoy. I wrote it the other night. I didn't score well, but I did write it the other night. In fact, I was shocked at how low my score was. It was indeed shocking. Oh my gosh, we're already in London? This update video is going fast. It's not even 11 a.m. yet, so I don't think the wait time for Gringotts is gonna be too bad right now. So remember, the first 2 weeks of December, we were seeing wait times for Gringotts at around 15 minutes. Last week, we started seeing it up a little, around 25 minutes. Let's check today. Wow, even though we're still in the 10 o'clock hour, it's a 65-minute wait. And I imagine it's only gonna go up from there. We do have an alarm happening right now, and the Quidditch shop is closed. The Weasleys is closed, as is Sugar Plums. You can hear the alarm in the background, so... Oh, it just ended. Okay. Maybe those stores will be reopening now. It started again. Incendio, charm or spell, undoubtedly gone wrong. Maybe they're just turning on the water fountains during the day just as a visual for people. There's no music with the fountains. In fact, we have the beat builders going on over there, but I guess it's just some scenery. There we go, some scenery for people walking by. Inside of Rosie's Irish shop. I wanted to get this shirt for the last day of Finnegan's, but they don't have my size. The last day of operations for Finnegan's before its renovation is January 11th, so I'll just keep checking. Maybe eventually they'll restock my size. It should reopen late 2026, like December. Let's make our way back to the Imagination Cafe for lunch, and then we'll come back here to New York City and pick up where we left off. Wait a second, a distraction along the way.
I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me.
All right, it is open, and now you can see the new tile on the floor, on the counter here. The actual counters are new. We've got a new backsplash. Here is the food. Now, they've had the pizza before. I believe the chicken's new and the mac and cheese is new, so I'm gonna get the mac and cheese, I think. And then I've had the beignets before, but I want to double check something about the beignets. And then here's some fruit and the other pizza that's offered. Now, this is good pizza. It's a different style of pizza than what you're going to get in the rest of the park. So if you want to switch up the style of pizza, try this. It's pretty good. But I'll give you one more look at the new digs, and let's place our order. So it's called Poppy's Party Mac. Creamy baked macaroni and cheese for $8.99, and then the Boss Baby beignets for $6.49. My first bite reaction. The description of this being creamy is so true, because it is so creamy. I also like the little, the crusty outside edge of it. The baked outside edge being a little crusty. I like that. Now, I'm very curious about these beignets. I recall them being very dense, which is weird for a beignet to be dense. Let's take a bite and see. No, it's not. It is a proper beignet. Very, very proper. This is the way it's supposed to be. So there you go, another mac and cheese option in the theme park. The margins on mac and cheese must be really good because we have a lot of mac and cheese options now. And the beignets, like one time, it was years ago, I got beignets from here, and I think they were made from pizza dough. They were just dense and thick. These were proper beignets. Though, you know, I might have to come back and test it out again from time to time. Back to where we left off before our lunch break, New York City. How's the Mummy doing on wait time? Not good. It's delayed. That crane back there is part of the Rip Ride Rocket replacement project. Here in Music Plaza, as you can see by the structures, the rigging here, preparation for New Year's Eve has begun. I will be live at Epic Universe on New Year's Eve. Join me for that if you can. Despicable Me Minion Mayhem has the longest wait we've seen in a while for this attraction, 70 minutes. I think I'm gonna do one more video before Christmas, but just in case I don't, Merry Christmas. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Watch this next.